This letter is from Jennifer Hedges, I'm sorry. Yep, Jennifer Loring Hedges, 5th grade teacher at Dudley Elementary. Dudley Middle. Tough crowd, all right. I have been a teacher in this district for 21 years and have always been immensely proud to be part of this community. After all that time, you can imagine that even though I do not live in Dudley, I do feel a very strong connection to the families in it. I have been privileged to teach multiple children, and many former students have returned to visit me upon graduation. I also have taught alongside former students. 21 years is a long time. However, never during my tenure here have I ever encountered such a threat to my reputation in the community, or more importantly, such a concern for my students as I feel today. I will be honest and tell you that I've been doing research on these upcoming ideas and examples, CRT, 1619 Project, and BLM, over the past 2 years, as I was concerned as when these ideas would hit our district. It seems we do not have recordings of this particular, Then we had professional development with Mr. Eakins, and my fears started to become a reality. It seems we do not have recordings of this particular PD, so let me tell you about my experience with the first one alone on September 9th, 2020. I was sitting in my home office as we were not live in school yet, and it was clear that I was being told that we all have racist tendencies because of the color of our skin. But believe it or not, that's not what bothered me most. My concern grew when the BLM slide popped up on the screen because research can easily confirm the organization was founded by self-proclaimed trained Marxists. Then, Mr. Eakins proceeded to refer to police negatively, and he understood why people were looting. Maybe they really needed those TVs. Pretty much was a direct quote. And stated that violence had to happen because MLK was too passive and did not go far enough. He also dismissed anything in the chat that went against the narrative. For example, he was fine when people were typing in names of people who were shot by police officers, but when the names of fallen police officers were typed into it, he seemed irritated by it and refused to acknowledge it. This is when my cell phone started blowing up with messages from other teachers who were as appalled as I was. In all my years of teaching, I never taught children that stealing and violence was okay, or that police were bad, and that they should be anything other than proud of their proud of their country and the opportunities it presents to them. I was offended by the fact that he placed our district into this little box of horrible, biased teachers and students because of our demographics. He does not know me personally, nor has he ever spent a second in my classroom. He certainly does not know where I came from, and I can assure you there was no privilege in my childhood. I realized that PD specialists would disagree as he blatantly stated that I have no choice but to be biased because I am white. Yes, he did say that. I guess judging people by the content of their character does not apply here. This Eakins PD certainly has offered me nothing useful for teaching and totally went against my core principles and values. In my classroom, as we are concentrating on working hard and putting our best efforts into learning so that we can be better learners, we also concentrate on being a community of people who respect each other. His message was clearly counter to that. It was all about making sure we see the differences in each other and focus on the division and disrespecting authority. I cannot imagine that this district wants us to engage in classrooms. However, they did hire him and had to know critical race theory is a link on his website. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to finish this, please. Thank you. I cannot, I'm sorry, so see, made me lose my spot, so I need a little more time. Then this equity committee popped up without any updates being provided by teachers. We get updates from committees every year, yet this one seemed to be overlooked. I received the email that stated empathetically that this district is not adopting CRT. However, there are many indications that suggest that is not true with the hiring of Sheldon Eakins. Yep. I got a little bit more. If you sit down, I'll be able to finish it. Even statements in the equity committee notes like implicit bias. Each of us has a bias in one form or another, and change hearts and minds can be found as direct quotes from CRT handbook, no matter how you call it. Students, especially of middle and high school age, already have a lot of things to worry about and a lot of confusion as they try to make their way to adulthood. As a result, many have a lot of anxiety and look to adults to help them find their way. I feel adding that they are biased because of the color of their skin will do nothing more than add that anxiety and change the tone of the classroom within these districts. We should not be making them look for conflict where there is none. That is not our place. It is my job to teach students how to think, not what to think. Along with providing them a safe environment where they can trust the adults in the room. I'm a person who gives the tools and resources to help them learn things they need to carry throughout life and support values that their parents have already provided for them, which is, of course, their job. As a testament, the great job their parents are doing, I have to say that in my 21 years I have taught in this district, I have found that my students not to be inherently racist. When we discuss slavery in history, for example, I do not find myself having to explain that it is wrong and why, as their reactions to it confirm that they already knew that. My philosophy in teaching children that they're inherently good. And I am concerned that now we are heading toward the premise, because children are inherently racist, we have to fix them. I'm almost done. I will close making 2 points very clear. One is that I worked tirelessly in this district for 21 years, and I teach because I enjoy working with children. I enjoy watching those light bulb moments when they have been struggling to understand something. I enjoy their conversations when they add thoughts and experiences to the conversation. I feel that I have earned a positive reputation in this community, and I have made connections with students and parents alike. I'm concerned that the district is making it appear that I support these philosophies, which I empathetically do not. More importantly, I'm concerned that our district is ready to influence our children in a non-productive, negative way. This bothers me. Most of all, I have to say that it has kept me awake many nights. I ask that this district research long and hard before implementing such fundamental changes that your educators may not be able to implement, as it goes against who we are and what we want for our children. Please do the research I have.